Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln Wheat Pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. We are talking about a classic American coin that many collectors still search for in old jars and coin rolls. The 1947 D Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America. The 1947 D Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck at the Denver Mint, and you can recognize it by the small D mint mark just below the date. This coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design created by Victor David Brenner, and on the back you'll see the famous wheat orlears that give the series its popular name. The Wheat Penny BY 1947, World War II had ended, and the United States was entering a new era of growth. These pennies were made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving them that rich brown to reddish color collectors love. Millions were produced in Denver that year, so at first glance it may not seem rare. But condition and errors make all the difference. Most 1947 D wheat pennies you find in circulation today are heavily worn. Coins that still have strong details in Lincoln's hair, sharp wheat lines on the reverse, and original mint luster are much harder to find. Collectors carefully look for coins graded in higher mint state conditions, because that is where the real value begins to rise. Now let's talk about rarity factors. The 1947 D is not rare in low grades, but high-grade examples with full red color are scarce. Red coins mean the original copper color has been preserved without turning brown. These are highly desirable. Collectors also search for error varieties. Some 1947 D pennies show repunched mint marks where the D appears slightly doubled. Others may have die cracks, off-center strikes, or subtle. Top 2. We are diving into another classic American coin that many people still find in old collections and family coin boxes. The 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark from the United States of America. If your coin says 1950 and there is no letter under the date, that means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, Philadelphia did not use a mint mark on pennies, so no mint mark is completely normal for this issue. The 1950 Wheat Penny still carries the legendary design by Victor David Brenner. On the front, you see Abraham Lincoln's portrait, strong and detailed. On the back, the famous wheat ears frame the words 1 cent and United States of America. This design was used from 1909 to 1958, making it one of the most collected coin series in American history. In 1950, Philadelphia produced a very large number of these pennies. Because of that, the coin is common in circulated grades. But here is where it gets interesting for collectors. Condition changes everything. Most 1950 no mint mark pennies you find today are brown in color due to natural copper toning over time. However, coins that still have original red luster are much harder to find, especially in higher mint state grades. Collectors carefully inspect Lincoln's hair details, the sharpness of the wheat lines, and the overall shine of the surface. A fully red, uncirculated coin can be significantly more desirable than a worn brown example. Now let's talk about errors and varieties. While there is no famous major double die known for this exact year like some earlier wheat pennies, collectors still look for repunched mint marks on other mints, die cracks, clipped planchets, lamination errors, and off-center strikes. Even small minting mistakes can turn an ordinary coin into a collectible treasure. A dramatic off-center strike or strong die crack can attract serious bidding at auction. Another important factor is grading. Coins graded by professional services in high mint state levels with strong red color are where the real excitement begins. These are the coins that bring attention at major auctions and from advanced collectors trying to complete high-grade wheat penny sets. Now let's talk about real market value and auction prices that are in heavily circulated condition. A 1950 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny is usually worth around 3 to 10 cents. In extremely fine condition, it can sell for around 50 cents to $1. In uncirculated brown condition, values are typically around $2 to $5. In mint state with full red color, prices can range from around $15 to $50 depending on grade. In very high certified grades with exceptional red luster, auction prices have reached several $100s. If you enjoy learning about valuable wheat pennies and hidden coin treasures, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next rare coin story. Keep checking your change, because you never know when history might be hiding in your pocket. Top 3. We are exploring a beautiful and historic American coin that still excites collectors around the world. The 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark from the United States of America. If your coin says 1940 and there is no letter under the date, that means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. At that time, Philadelphia did not place a mint mark on pennies, so no mint mark is exactly what you should see on this issue. The 1940 Wheat Penny carries the classic design by Victor David Brenner. On the front, Abraham Lincoln's portrait appears strong and detailed, and on the back you see the famous wheat ears that gave this series its name. This design ran from 1909 to 1958 and remains one of the most collected coin designs in American history. Now here is where it gets interesting. In 1940, Philadelphia struck a very large number of these pennies. That means the coin is common in lower circulated grades. You can still find worn examples in old collections, coin rolls, and even mixed bulk wheat penny lots. But rarity is not always about mintage. Condition makes all the difference. Collectors carefully examine the details in Lincoln's hair, the sharpness of the cheek and jawline, and the strength of the wheat lines on the reverse. Most surviving coins today are brown due to natural copper aging. However, coins that still have original red mint luster are much more difficult to find, especially in higher mint state grades. Red coins with clean surfaces and minimal marks are the true prizes. Let's talk about errors and varieties. The 1940 no mint mark penny does have some minor double die varieties that specialists search for. Light doubling in the lettering or date can increase interest and value. Other collectible errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, lamination errors, and clipped planchets. While dramatic errors are not extremely common, when they appear in high-grade condition, they can attract strong attention from collectors. Another factor that adds value is eye appeal. A coin with smooth surfaces, strong color, and sharp details can be far more desirable than a dull example of the same grade. Professional grading can also make a major difference, especially for high mint state red coins. Now let's talk about real market prices and auction value. In heavily circulated condition, a 1940 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny is usually worth around 5 to 15 cents. In very fine condition, it can sell for around 50 cents to $1. In uncirculated brown condition, values are generally around $3 to $8. In mint state with strong red color, prices often range from around $20 to $100 depending on the grade. In very high certified red grades with exceptional preservation, auction records have reached several $100s, so before you ignore that old wheat penny, take a closer look. Condition, color, and possible errors could turn a simple 1-cent coin into a collector's treasure. If you love discovering hidden value in everyday coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more rare coin stories. Your next valuable find might already be waiting in your collection. Top 4. We are taking a close look at another historic American coin that many collectors search for, the 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark from the United States of America. If your coin shows the date 1946 and there is no letter under the year, that means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this time, Philadelphia did not use a mint mark on pennies, so no mint mark is completely normal for this issue. The 1946 Wheat Penny is special because it was one of the first pennies struck right after World War II ended. America was entering a new chapter, and the U.S. Mint returned to producing coins in large numbers for a growing economy. This coin is made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that rich copper tone collectors admire. On the front, you see Abraham Lincoln's portrait designed by Victor David Brenner. On the back, the two wheat ears frame the words 1 cent and United States of America. This wheat design was used from 1909 until 1958, making it one of the longest-running and most popular coin designs in American history. Now let's talk about rarity. The Philadelphia Mint produced a very high number of 1946 pennies, so they are common in circulated condition. Many examples today show heavy wear, dark brown color, and surface marks from decades of handling. But here is where it gets exciting. High-grade examples are much harder to find. Collectors pay close attention to sharp details in Lincoln's hair, clear wheat lines on the reverse, and strong original mint luster. Coins that still have full red color are far more desirable than brown examples. A bright red, uncirculated 1946 penny with clean surfaces can stand out dramatically in the market. There are also error varieties that collectors search for. Some 1946 no-mint mark pennies show minor double die characteristics, slight lettering doubling, or die cracks. Other possible mint errors include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, lamination errors, and weak strikes. While major dramatic varieties are not extremely common for this year, strong visible errors can increase value significantly. Another key factor is professional grading. Coins certified in higher mint state grades, especially with full red designation, are the ones that attract serious collector attention and competitive auction bidding. Now let's talk about real market prices and auction value. In heavily circulated condition, a 1946 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny is usually worth around 5 to 15 cents. In very fine condition, it can sell for around 50 cents to $1. In uncirculated brown condition, values are typically around $3 to $10. In mint state with full red color, prices often range from around $25 to $150 depending on grade. In very high certified red grades with exceptional preservation, auction prices have reached several $100s, so before you overlook that old wheat penny in your collection, take a closer look. Condition, color, and possible mint errors can turn a simple 1-cent coin into a valuable collectible. If you enjoy discovering hidden coin treasures and learning real market values, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next rare coin story. Your next valuable find could already be in your pocket. Top 5. We are talking about the final chapter of a legendary American coin design, the 1958 VDB Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America. The year 1958 was the last year the famous wheat reverse was ever produced. After this, in 1959, the design changed to the Lincoln Memorial. That makes the 1958 VDB special because it represents the end of an era that began in 1909. If your coin shows a small D mint mark under the date, that means it was struck at the Denver Mint. The 1958 VDB penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, and on the back you see the two wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. For many collectors, this simple design is one of the most beautiful in U.S. coin history. Now let's talk about rarity. The Denver Mint produced a very large number of 1958 VDB pennies, so in circulated condition this coin is common. You can still find worn examples in old wheat penny rolls and inherited collections. Most circulated pieces are brown due to natural copper aging and years of handling. But condition changes everything. Collectors carefully check the sharpness of Lincoln's hair details, the clarity of the wheat lines, and the presence of original mint luster. Coins that remain in full red condition are far more desirable. A bright red mint state example with clean surfaces and minimal marks can be surprisingly valuable compared to an ordinary brown coin. Now here is something very important. While the 1958 VDB itself is common, 1958 is famous for an extremely rare double die variety, but that variety is from Philadelphia without a mint mark. The 1958 double die obverse is one of the rarest and most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered. However, that dramatic doubling is not associated with the Denver Mint. Even so, collectors still look for minor errors on 1958 VDB coins such as die cracks, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, and lamination errors. Strong visible errors can increase value significantly. Another factor that drives price is grading. High mint state coins certified by professional grading services, especially those graded with full red color, attract strong demand from collectors building high-grade sets. Since this was the final wheat penny year, many collectors want a perfect example to complete their albums. Now let's talk about real market value and auction prices in uncirculated condition. A 1958 VDB Lincoln Wheat Penny is usually worth around 3 to 10 cents. In very fine condition, it can sell for around 25 to 50 cents. In uncirculated brown condition, values are typically around $2 to $5. In mint state with full red color, prices often range from around $10 to $40 depending on grade. In very high certified red grades with exceptional preservation, auction prices have reached over $100. This coin may look simple, but it represents the end of the wheat penny era. So check your collections carefully. That small D mint mark from 1958 could still hold surprising value. If you love learning about rare coins and real market prices, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. More hidden treasures are coming in the next video. and you do not want to miss them.